Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Okay, Coach, well, this place can get downright loud when the roof is closed, and that's the situation here today at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Okay, just like that,
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was
what was that noise?
Because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Johnson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On 4th down, here's Trevor Daniel. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, they'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
On 2nd down, Johnson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Check, check. Watch it before. We got to get the ball, G. Get the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough.
That's that bullshit I don't be liking, man.
So in their own territory, but they only need a
bro.
few inches, so they're
I
going to
swear
opt
to
to
God,
go for
that's
this
that
thing. We'll
whack
see, maybe a
shit.
surprise pass or run.
Man,
What will
these
they
are
do?
badass
We're about to
spots.
find
Get
out.
out
4th
first,
down.
shoot.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, man.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Flushed out right. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
54. Check. Lucky.
To throw again on second down. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check. 154. Tight yard.
Now Watson on third down. That's Stills bringing it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Here's Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great.
Heck, bro, damn.
Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
I can't do shit with that blitz, man.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I'm in the 2nd quarter right now. It shouldn't be that much longer.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's go.
On first down, Dobbins. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate?
Oh, shit, get his ass. Good shit, Clowney. There you go.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his
Good
way
shit,
in this one,
Clowney.
but
That's what
this
I'm
time
talking
they get him
about, bro.
behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson.
Get it! Oh, did you catch it? Oh, he got that motherfucker. Damn, he could have intercepted there.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. As the first half is winding down, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken very short. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
I only had 1 possession with the ball so far, bro. Like, he controlled the clock. I literally had 1 possession with the ball. I ain't been able to do nothing. I say 1, maybe 2.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
Hit him, my God, bro. You right there.
Spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
So the coke price drop. He wins because of the day.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Oh, this shit.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Who out? When the dog get out? man. Major man, get the fuck out of here, man.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Watch the run, watch the run. He's checking.
Fuck out the camera. Come on, hit him. There you go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Ooh.
51 yards on the punt there.
Lower AP tougher than Dykes.
With a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You gotta get that motherfucker fast. Throw that bitch.
Here's Watson.
That's what I'm talking about. Get that bitch off fast.
And he slips up
Get
past
that
the
shit off
45
fast.
before being tackled. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
That middle receiver, make that nigga do a slant like he said, bruh. Take him to a slant. It's too late now. Nah, I didn't. Awesome sauce. Magic move. God damn, I told you to move, Magic. Damn. Move. Nah, man, I'm playing the game right now. That's why I ain't want his ass to even come in here.
Looking that time for Stills. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move,
man, that shit just pissed me off, bro. Damn, I was trying to make a little run.
Things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Hit his ass. Get it to him.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. DJ Reader. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
He's so fucking mad, bro.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Shit, I did not mean to do that. Fuck. Damn, this fucking camera.
So it's incomplete.
Cool, thank you.
You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Right back to him on first down.
Get him. There you go. There you go.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the Packer first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Good shot.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and it'll bring up third down. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Damn it! Are you fucking serious? Why the fuck can I get no break, bro?
Trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league. It's tough. It's got to be wearing on.
I hate when they can't hold on to
that
that
number
shit,
of times.
man.
He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
That be that
despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Word, man, that shit be so fucking.
Throwing again is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
54 points down, he's coming. Check, watch 54, watch 54. 24!
Again, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
You can't fucking play action with this nigga.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Can't play action with this nigga, bro. You can't. He ain't gonna get no time.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Jim. Hey, 55. Check.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Damn. This shit straight frustrating me, dog. I'm putting the ball there. What the fuck else do you want me to do? Damn. God damn, bro. These niggas gotta.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Get him! Good shit. There you go.
Scantling. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The strong safety, Jaleel Adai, right there in coverage.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just a second incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. On 3rd down, Dobbins. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check 41. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I played for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. Check 9, check 9.
Watson throwing again. Now a desperation throw deep down.
Oh my God, bro. These niggas can't catch shit. This is hilarious, bro. The whole fucking game.
This one winding toward a conclusion. How would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield.
This is the whole game.
That was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So
the whole
my assessment
fucking
is
game.
that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout.
Jesus.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
I can show you my degrees. I don't give a F. No, I'm a G. Inhale, exhale.
Watson on 1st down.
There you go, fight for that bitch. I don't give a fuck, nigga. It's so hard, cuz.
It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
All like that, nigga.
I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson.
Oh, pig, I knew that.
Double coverage and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield.
And that was my
at
bad.
The 48-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Packers, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12, and they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.